What's going on, guys? Welcome to Evolution of Self. Welcome to my channel. I just did this video and I thought I was recording and I wasn't, so I guess I'm doing it again. But maybe you have heard this recently out in the world. Just work 2 jobs. Can't make ends meet? Just work 2 jobs. Work 3, 4 or 5, whatever you got to do. I'm not an economist, but it seems to me that something is broken here. Why is it that we need to work multiple jobs to make ends meet? Now, I'm not opposed to working multiple jobs. I mean, I do that myself sometimes when I want to, when I need to save for something, or if I need, some extra cash or something here and there. But for people to make ends meet, they're having to work multiple jobs. Now, what happened? I mean, 10 years ago, you could work 1 job and still have expendable income. Expendable income, that's a thing of the past for most. I mean, and I'm generalizing here, obviously, because there are people that are doing really well, and good for you. I mean, seriously, good for you. A lot of people aren't, though. Now, I'm blessed and thankful every day that I have what I need to do what I need to do, and I'm doing okay. But I look around and I see a lot of people who aren't, and they're struggling. And the solution is, well, just work more. Just, whatever free time you have, just go ahead and hang that up and go get another job. Not to mention people with kids. I have a son myself. I can't imagine people that have multiple children. What do you do with the kids while you're working 2 or 3 jobs? Maybe you're lucky enough to be with someone and you can figure it out. But then if not, you have daycare. Somebody's got to take them back and forth to school. And what kind of life is that? I mean, what kind of life is it? The American dream that we used to all think about or take part in to some degree, I suppose. And just to clarify, I'm not a doom and gloomer, and I still think that we have a pretty good way of life here in this country. However, I think it's getting harder and harder to do anything but work, given the inflation and the food prices and the things happening. So my question for all of you is, is it like this everywhere? I mean, I'm here in Kentucky. I was in Florida just a few years ago, so I know that it was about the same as it is there. But what's it like everywhere else? I mean, is it, am I living in a bubble here? Is it just this area? I mean, I feel like, I know that food prices have gone up almost weekly since 2021. The government isn't going to bail anyone out. They're not going to, this is a problem that doesn't seem to have a solution. So, what is the solution? I mean, the problem is obviously inflation, and I'm not an economist, but I would say that if every year, or every month at this rate, inflation goes up, but wages stay the same, you're eventually going to hit a brick wall. I mean, how long can it continue? How long can that how long can that work? Not forever. So, I don't know. I'm just observing and calling things the way I see it, and that's what I do here on this channel. It's just my opinion, but it seems that it's a growing problem everywhere. People having to work harder and harder, giving up more and more of their time just to try to make ends meet. And what kind of life is that? I mean, and then there's, there's people that would say, well, get a better job, or get a job that pays more, or, that's great. That's a great idea. The problem is there's not a ton of jobs to choose from. And the other end of that is, why is it that someone should have to get a better job to make it? I mean, people that do like service industry jobs, fast food and waitresses, bartenders, etc. I mean, why don't they deserve to make a good money doing what they're doing? And some of them do. But I don't think that's the right answer either. It's just, well, get a better job, or go spend 10 years at university and get a better job. Because everyone obviously can't do that. That's like the old what would you do if you had $1 million? Well, no one would be cleaning toilets, no one would be plumbing, most likely. I mean, that's just the common rhetoric we get from people that aren't in that position typically. But I don't know, what are your thoughts? I see it everywhere. Inflation everywhere, on everything. And I do think we are going to come to a crossroads here pretty soon. How long can this go on? I don't think it's going to go on forever. People are burning out, man. They're burning out. They're tired of slaving away for nothing. And I read an article the other day. I don't remember if it was Forbes, or I'll have to look and see what it was from. But in some places, in some states, even 100,000, 150,000 is considered lower middle class. I mean, almost poor. I mean, so even people that are making what used to be a good income, 6 figures, is not even, because of inflation and everything else, that's not even getting you by, making ends meet. So I don't know. I'm one of those people that wakes up every day and enjoys life, and I stay in the present moment, and I'm blessed and thankful for everything that I have. And I don't really yearn for more things, especially material things. So I try to stay out of the negativity, but it's definitely something it's a blaring obvious alarm right now, I think. And there's a bunch of doom and gloomer economists, that are out there saying, yeah, we're about ready to crash, things are going to get bad. I don't know. Maybe not. But I do feel like a lot of people are struggling, and I don't think the solution is we'll just get multiple jobs. You are here to experience and live and have fun. You're not just here to go wage slave for some corporation. I'm just saying. Which is why I work for myself, but not everyone can do that either. So, it's, there's a lot of things that you can generalize and put into categories, but it's never going to be the same across the board. So, I don't know. I'm just wondering if any of you have heard that, and what are your thoughts on the inflation and the wages? It's definitely something to think about. And again, what is the solution? Who the heck knows? But it's definitely it's out there. So anyway, just my thoughts. Hope you all have a blessed day, and talk to you soon.